Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. We're across the pond in England this week, and two teams are hoping to show off for an international audience. It's the Vikings going up against the Browns.
Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. On the return, Jabril Peppers. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now Kaiser. Dancing to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. David Njoku was the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Now a first carry for Isaiah Crowell. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Kaiser. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. So a first-quarter sack, and remember, keep in mind, he had 2 sacks in last week's game.
And it's always intriguing to me to watch these great pass rushers because some of them, they need their teammates to scheme for them. Maybe occupy people and make it a one-on-one matchup. Other guys, they just defeat everything in front of them. To get 2 sacks in a game, it's a little bit of both for you.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. First carry now for the rookie, Dalvin Cook. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Second down, 8. They run it again with Cook. And some room to roam now. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Forbath out to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They begin with a run by Crowell. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On second down, here's Crowell. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
A first down carry now for Crowell. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Kaiser now, screen play, Johnson. And he'll be brought down short of the 15, but a really good move on the run. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Here we go. Ohio. Come on, let's round. Ohio. Come on, let's go.
Here's Kaiser. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
And the wideout in motion. They'll toss it to Crowell. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. First down and goal, the offense knocking on the door.
Here we go. Brand 38.
alternative power game to try to get in. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. And this seemingly endless drive continues. The pitch to Crowell, and he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Third and goal from the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Duke Johnson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Reminder, a couple of good games still to come. Later tonight, it's the Steelers on the road in Detroit taking on the Lions. Then Monday night, the costumes will be in full force in Kansas City, I'm sure, as on the day before Halloween, we'll see the Chiefs play host to their AFC West rivals, the Broncos.
And wasn't it just a couple years ago, those two played a night game that was won by the Broncos on a fumble return with like 20 seconds to go?
Absolutely, that was a thriller. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Bridgewater now on 2nd down. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. First down, here's the run with Cook. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Cook. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Ryan Quigley, fifth-year man from Boston College, in to punt it away. Jabril Peppers is deep for Cleveland. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Crowell running right. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Second down, Kaiser. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, 1st down. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 1st down, Bridgewater. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The number 1 overall pick, Myles Garrett. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's a right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Diggs in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Play fake. Bridgewater. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. The number 1 overall pick, Myles Garrett. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. And the slot man goes in motion left. On third down, Bridgewater. The swing pass caught. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They try again with Cook. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. I'm going to have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
3rd and goal for Bridgewater. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And tough starting field position here.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Come on, let's go! Brand 38!
Now a toss right to Crowell. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it again with Crowell. Room here to run. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
That's right, that's right. Let's go!
From the gun, Kaiser. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. That time they were looking for the former Auburn Tiger, Ricardo Lewis. And it's 2nd down. To throw, Kaiser. A screen complete to Crowell. Takes us up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. The Browns on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. Over the middle, complete. It's Gordon. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Final play of the half. Kaiser throwing deep here for Coleman. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Second half starts with a run by Murray. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Bridgewater. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And this is picked up by the Browns. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Running left is Crowell. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
But we know one thing, Isaiah Crowell can run if given an opportunity. Had the longest run in the NFL in 2016, an 85-yard touchdown sprint, week 2 against Baltimore.
This one not quite as long, didn't end in 6, but still a great game. They keep it with Crowell on first. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
10 yards still left on 2nd down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now they'll run it on the toss. Stops short of the 25. The nice move couldn't ultimately free him. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Here's a give to Crowell. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
They'll try to run for it with Crowell. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. So they don't get a touchdown here in this opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think you still say mission accomplished as they come away from it with the lead.
Absolutely. You've got to apply the pressure here, make the other guys play catch-up for a while, and now you just hope your defense can step up and protect the lead.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it a 2nd down. The man in motion is Wright. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Bridgewater to throw it. Got a man, it's Wright. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A good pickup there, a 22. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Let's go.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. Flushed out right. It's complete to Diggs. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Second down, Bridgewater. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. It's a gain of 9 yards. And they're going to face a third down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Welcome back now here in London. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these. The Vikings on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. And it's caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Jarius Wright, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. And it's up and good. Forbath out to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A good pickup there for the Browns. 15 yards. On 1st and 10, Kaiser escaping the pressure right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Now a 2nd down throw for Kaiser. He'll rifle this one deep right side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Let's go!
3rd and long for Kaiser. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
The man in motion is Wright. They start the drive with Cook. And not much there at all, as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Here's Bridgewater. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jamar Taylor. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go.
They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot. Great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
This is Crowell. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they held them to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at them. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Kaiser now on second down.
Pretty move.
That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up first and goal. They'll try and punch it in with Crowell. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Here we go.
Well, now they'll try the end around. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll go as a loss of 5, and that'll make it third and goal.
So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the fourth with the football.
Kaiser, third and goal. Buying time to his left. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Here we go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Flush to his right. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. The man in motion is right. Throwing here, Bridgewater. He's got his man on the crossing route. Touchdown, Vikings! Jarius Wright, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face, and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Forbath out to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now Kaiser under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Anthony Barr in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever you're tackled.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Harrison Smith, and the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Wright's got it, and he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
A big game there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. They'll run with Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his third so far. Forbath out to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Kaiser now. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Daniil Hunter in there to bury him for a loss of 11. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they said this guy does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watch the
pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.